was riding on his back.
The 250-metre mark, it's Magnifique by a length and a half to Gunsynd. Piping Lane could be the danger. Wider out of Stormy Seas and Double Irish. Piping Lane has moved up, got his head in front of Magnifique. Wider out Stormy Seas and Gunsynd, but Piping Lane has won the money. A boil over, Piping Lane first, Magnifique second, close for third between Gunsynd.
When Piping Lane won that cup, there was no TAB in Tasmania, so the Tassie bookies had to pay out at the Melbourne starting price odds, and that was 68 to 1. Of course, that wiped out a lot of the local bookies, and they reckon there are still plenty of grannies who are living off the proceeds. But if you're still looking for a 68 to 1 winner, or any winner in fact, here's Johnny Tapp with all yesterday's races.
Thank you, Neil, and thanks for that very pleasant little trip down memory lane. Piping Lane, winner of the 1972 Melbourne Cup and the first of 2 cup winners for that globe-trotting jockey, Johnny Letts. But now to more recent history. The Brisbane Winter Carnival is in full swing, and yesterday's Eagle Farm meeting was highlighted by the Foster's Grand Prix. Tommy Smith, as you know, has had more than his share of troubles, both personally and in a corporate sense in recent times, and has become almost the forgotten hero of Australian racing. His team has dwindled in size, but it happens to include a New Zealander by the name of Dorset Downs, and having his second Australian start yesterday, he recorded a terrific win in the Grand Prix. At the top of the home straight, and Dorset Downs is still about 6 lengths off the lead after having travelled wide most of the way. Takes him a little while to wind up and get going, but he really starts to motor as they come towards the 200, where Windy Morn shoots clear and momentarily looks the winner. Dorset Downs, hard ridden by Shane Dye, is picking him up quickly now. Dr. Glass in the pink colours running on, and then Tombstone, but it's all Dorset Downs in the last bit, responding to hard riding. He races away to win brilliantly over Windy Morn, and Dr. Glass was third. Dorset Downs has a giant stride, which is clearly emphasised here in the slow motion replay, and he looks very good winning the Grand Prix. Great win to Dorset Downs in the Grand Prix. Shane Dye has asked Tommy Smith to put the ride on hold for the Queensland Derby until he sees how the filly Lee's Bid shapes up in the Oaks next Saturday. Race 7 yesterday at Eagle Farm was the Lightning Handicap, and jockey Keith Marnie must have had tremendous faith in this horse because he shed 5 kilos in 10 days to make the weight. Heavenly Knight in the red and yellow colours looms up 3 wide on the turn into the straight to join the early pacemakers, Double Entree and Hello Cuddles in the centre with the white blinkers. Now further back in the field, Silver Caper, and He's Blushing starts a fast run down the outside, but as they come inside the 200 metres mark, Heavenly Knight, with the rider looking very confident, starts to draw clear of Double Entree and Hello Cuddles. He's Blushing, responding to Larry Cassidy's hard riding, is coming home well, and this one flying down the outside is High Pack, which eventually gets up to run third, but Heavenly Knight was a most decisive winner. 5 kilos in 10 days, a lot of weight to lose, and he must have been pretty hard to live with in that time, but all's well that ends well, and it was a good win to Heavenly Knight and jockey Keith Marnie. Now we go to Rose Hill in Sydney, where jockey Kevin Moses continued on his winning way with another treble, and that made it 11 Metropolitan winners in the space of 7 days, a freakish strike rate. Race 4 yesterday, and Moses gives a vigorous display to win on Tulloch Opera in the red colours with the green cap. Well, as you can see, this winner, Tulloch Opera, covered a lot of extra ground. He was never better than 4 and 5 horses deep, and a lot of people were of the opinion he would have to weaken when the pressure was applied in the straight, but Tulloch Opera had different ideas on the subject. Now, the early leader, Jeanette, is headed by New News in the centre. The grey horse in the blue colours is Tucson. Tulloch Opera sticking to them like glue on the outside. And here comes Motives in the all cerise colours, burdened with 56 kilos, but finishing very, very gamely. Close to home, Tulloch Opera's about a head in front. Motives tries desperately, but can't bridge the gap. Now, here is the official head-on stewards footage, which shows Tulloch Opera coming out to make one slight contact with Motives. That resulted in Wayne Harris's protest, which was eventually thrown out by the stewards. Well, Kevin Moses wasn't quite finished yet. He rode the Graham Begg-trained Hong Kong Friend in race 6. This horse was on trial for the Queensland Derby, and I imagine he'll be on his way north for sure after this sterling win. Kevin Moses was more than happy to let Hong Kong Friend travel 4 and 5 horses wide on the turn into the straight, and he effortlessly moves up to join the fillies secretly in the black sleeves and the red cap. with apprentice Michael McFarlane on board. Closer to the inside in the orange and purple colours is Regal Style, and the chestnut with the baldy face and the red and yellow colours near the fence is Golden Step. Moses pops the question in earnest now to Hong Kong Friend, and this 3-year-old gelding starts to draw right away in the last bit. He's revelling in the soft ground and records a great Queensland Derby trial. Hong Kong Friend is still relatively inexperienced, and that is illustrated here on the official steward's footage, because once he gets clear of the other horses, he seems to lose his rudder slightly and wants to drift out away towards the centre of the track, which made no difference because he had a big break and scores a very easy win. Yes, that was a pretty good Derby trial. Immediately after the race, Ken Callender caught up with Kevin Moses, who talked about Hong Kong Friend's performance and also a certain social encounter he enjoyed last night with his good mate Ron Quinton.
Kevin Moses, have you ever had a week like this, 11 winners?
No, I haven't. I had 9 once in Ireland. I was at a place called Listowel, and I was the leading jockey down there. So I had 9 there once, but never like this.
What are you going to do next week?
I don't know. If my wife keeps looking after me the way she's looking after you, I might continue, but I might have to give the luck to someone else. You know, we have lady luck, but it doesn't last us too long, even though that I think I was born very lucky. I don't know how long my luck will last.
I know you're not as old as Ronnie Quinton, Kev, but what age do you own up to these days?
37.
37, so
Yeah.
You've still got plenty of time left.
Yeah. I'm going to Quinton's place for dinner tonight. I'll be able to afford probably a bottle of Benin or something now that I've ridden 3 winners, because that's all he ever brings. Never brings anything.
Kev, what about the horses you rode today? Hong Kong Friend, has he got a future?
I think he's above average. I've suggested to the owners I think they should consider taking him for the Derby in Brisbane. He mightn't be up to them, but, you know, it'd be great for him to run in it, I think.
Got to be in it to win it. OK, that's all from me today. It's time to go back to Tassie and the 2 most unlikely-looking jockeys you'll ever see.
Oh, you're dead right there, Tappy. Saddle soreness is something I wouldn't wish on anyone.
I can vouch for that, Tappy. I've been looking at it for the last hour.
Well, just up around the bend here, that's going to mark the halfway mark in the show. If you've enjoyed the first hour, stick around. The second hour is going to be even better.
Come on, Max,
Come on.
kick her along.
Dig it in.
Come on, give her a David Foster.
Yes.